Yum. It is Valentine's Day, and I figured, what better day to talk about heart signal than on Valentine's Day? So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really think that this came out in the summer. I didn't hear about it until the fall, and I didn't watch it until a couple of weeks ago. And that's mainly because I forgot about it, and nothing about it really called to my attention. This panel of experts I had a lot of issues with, but I really didn't spare it a thought until I got an email from Drama Fever about like Heart Signal Marathon or whatever. So I don't know. I was still on the fence about it, especially after reading the description, and one of their experts was Shindong from Super Junior. But okay. I went on Twitter and I was like, I don't know, looking for opinions. Should I watch it? Should I not watch it? I got a lot of issues, questions, I don't know. So I talked to somebody, and they were very convincing. They're like, no, it's actually a really good show. You'll actually enjoy it. It'll be great. Don't worry, just go watch it. And I was like, okay, fine. So I did. I really did like it a lot, more than I thought I would. I still don't really fully agree with this panel of experts. I really think there should have been, like, if you want a panel of experts, they should have thrown a matchmaker on there. That's an expert. Not Shindong from Super Junior and a model who went to the same college as Hillary Clinton. Okay? But, not discrediting any of them. They're all very intelligent people, but I don't think that they are love experts. Although, Shindong might be right about inheriting that fortune teller ability from his grandma. I mean, he did pretty good for the half the season he was even there. I need him to come and help, predict my life. He could be like my fairy godfather. Can that happen? Probably not. But, yeah, he was only there for half the season, and that bothered me. Like, I know they have, like, pre-existing schedules, but you have these schedules, and if you're gonna miss half the season, don't do it. Just don't do it. I enjoyed watching him, though. But, anyway, the actual show. They should have just left it as a show. I liked the thing with the panelists, but them winning the gems and the money, I don't really think was necessary. But I liked the cast, and the girl that I talked to on Twitter was like, she mentioned original cast, and she goes, "You'll know what I mean," and I knew immediately when she said that they were going to throw people in later on, and I hate that. I hate that so much. Like, can't you just leave it with the people that, like, because Ada was the first one to come in, and she said to the other one, what's his face? The chef, he was there for so short a time, I can't even remember his name. She said, it's kind of not fair to them, because the OT6, who I love, have all been together for this amount of time already, and they know each other, and they've established connections, and the audience has established a connection with them, and we did. That to throw two other people in later in the game is just not fair to them, and it's not. She got picked anyway. She got picked by the guy I would have picked, but yeah, it's really unnecessary, and I hate that. I understand why they did it, that catfish effect, whatever. I get it. I understand. I don't think it was necessary. I like the text message idea. I wish they would have continued to show them throughout the season, because I thought they stopped doing that entirely when they added the other two in, until one of the girls said, I have to think about who I'm texting later. I had really thought they had just stopped doing it. Now, I get it that showing 8 different text messages eats up a lot of time. I get it. But it wasn't even mentioned at all, or glossed over, or anything. It was like it just stopped happening. Although I do love at the end when they ambush everybody and reveal who the messages are from. I think that was great. That was genius. As for cast members, my least favorite one, and I hate to say it because it's going to sound mean, is Jihye. I don't know if she was really right for this show. I mean, yeah, she got all 3 text messages on the first day, which was like, I felt so bad. for the other girls. And I don't know. Everybody else was established and had these big careers and everything, and there she was in school, which I understand they're trying to get maybe a diverse cast, which is great, but I don't know. I think once everybody found out how old she was, it kind of changed things. And I think it did for her too once she realized how old some of the guys were. She kind of put all of her eggs in Jungtoon's basket and stuck with him, I think, because she felt he was the most secure and safe choice. Like, she could have a secure future with him versus the one who was actually age appropriate for her, and which was Jiwon. Although honestly, I wouldn't want to pick Jiwon either, just because his career is extremely dangerous. And no, nobody wants to wait around for that phone call that he died in a fiery crash, because race car driving is extremely dangerous. Then again, my choice would have been the musical actor, because I'm all about that and I love that. But I don't know. Seirin, though, she was my favorite girl. I relate to her on a personal level. It took her 2 days to get a message. I would go the whole season without getting a message. She didn't get picked in the end, neither would I. But then again, neither did Jihye. And I kind of felt bad for her, and then I kind of had to laugh because she got all 3 messages on the first day and she ended up with nobody. Not that she's not a nice girl, she is, but she's a little too much for me. With her, like, aegyo cuteness. I feel like half of it's a put on because she knows it's cute, but why can't I remember her name? The other one, that's the shoe designer / actress that I can't remember her name for whatever reason, that ended up with the lawyer. I liked her too. I like them together. They belong together. Jiwon, I think, settled for Jihye because he knew he probably, like, he kind of knew he was gonna lose the shoe designer, and Seirin was never an option. So I think he just settled for her. And one of my favorite moments was when they were sitting around the panel's table, and it comes out that he was asking for Jihye's number, like, way after the fact, and one of the panelists was like, didn't you tell her to save your number at the last episode? Yet apparently you didn't save her, so what the hell are you doing? I like that. I thought that was really funny. But, like, now he's obviously trying something. I don't know. I really like that show a lot. Everything about it really was good. I really want there to be another season. I would like to be on the second season. I'd probably be better off as a panelist than like a house member. Because like I said, nobody would pick me. That's why I'm sitting here on Valentine's Day talking to you. And when I say talking to you, it's sitting in a room by myself, talking to myself like a nut job. But, I don't know. If they do a season 2, I want them to bring Seirin back. I know her schedule is a little, difficult because she travels a lot and she's not there often. Actually, Cirque du Soleil is here right now. I wonder if she came. Probably not. But, I really did get invested into this cast. I went and followed all of them on Instagram, with the exception of Ara and the chef. I can't remember his name. He might as well have not been on the show. But yeah, I really did like this show a lot, and the panelists really was funny, and I enjoyed their reactions because they were reacting the way I was reacting, or at least the way I was internally reacting. There was no getting up out of my chair and wandering around the way it was with a couple of them, but internally I was like, oh my god, and then they'd get up out of the chair. And anyway, I think it's a lot of fun to just sit there and guess who they're gonna pick. But when it comes to people, as we saw, they're unpredictable. You can't always just assume, oh, they're gonna go with this person, but they do like to be with what's comfortable. So you knew certain people were picking certain people. Like, you, beginning of the episode, like, at the end, they're still gonna pick this person. But sometimes they surprise you because you never know. Somebody could say the one wrong thing that day and that just ruins it for everybody. So, I don't know. Everything about it was great. The dates were cute. You know, like when they, let's go to an amusement park, and they didn't really go to an amusement park, and the girls sitting around going, I don't want to do that. So, I don't know. Just watching the way that they are, trying to, I don't know. I feel if they didn't know, like, that this was a show for that, if you just put them all in a house, kind of like, Roommate, and just let them kind of work themselves out, it would have been different. But, I mean, it's easy to guess somebody's heart signal when they're actively projecting that consciously, and you're specifically looking for that, versus you just put 6 people in a house and let them live their life and see what happens. That would have been interesting. That's what they should do for season 2, if there's a season 2. Which they kind of made it sound like that when they all sat around the panelist table and said, what advice do you have for the contestants on season 2? It didn't sound hypothetical to me, but it could have been. Then again, also, volunteering for season 2. Really think I would do, like, I'll sit on the panel. That seems nice. That's nice and easy. I'll just sit and watch with everybody else. And, because God knows, I wouldn't be able to do half the things that they want you to do on that show. Like, midnight comes, you have to text somebody. I don't text people now. What am I going to say? How do you know what to say to these people? Like, okay, yeah, day 1, it's easy. I was like, yeah, it's nice meeting you. That's it. What do you say the rest of the time? I don't talk to people now that I know. So, I don't know. And then it's like, oh, it's the girls' date. I don't know where to take nobody. I don't go anywhere here. So, I wouldn't know where to take anybody anywhere, to be honest. We'd just end up wandering the streets until I find a Starbucks or something. That would be what it is. No, you know what it would be? It would be like, I would make food and we'd sit home and watch TV. Did they even have a TV? Probably not. But that's what I would do. It's like, go put your pajamas on, I'm gonna make popcorn, and we're gonna watch a movie, and that would be it. That would be it. Seriously. That's what I do now. I do nothing. So, I don't know. I haven't heard mentions of a season 2, but I'm crossing my fingers for one. I don't know. Really, if they do a season 2, really, like, schedule permitting, I really hope Satan comes back. Even I was telling Anya about it, and she doesn't watch any of shows like this or whatever, and I was like, oh, it ended. She goes, oh, the one with the people? I was like, yeah. She goes, okay, well, what happened? What happened to the girl that got all of the text messages? I'm like, well, nobody picked her. She goes, haha, really? I was like, yeah. I'm like, I felt kind of bad for her for a minute, but then not really. I was telling her about Satan, and she goes, yeah, they should definitely, like, bring her back. She thinks they should bring, like, Jihei back, whatever. But we talked about this, like, a couple of weeks ago. But she said, yeah, they should have, like, the people who didn't get picked be part of the cast for season 2, which would be Jihei and Seiren and Juwon. And the chef guy, because I keep forgetting about him. Maybe give him an honest shot, because he seemed like a nice guy. He really did. But, you know, if you've been thinking about watching it and you haven't yet, Drama Fever has it. I do highly recommend it, even though I didn't think it would be any good, but it really, really is. And you do get invested, and it is riveting at points, like really the end bit when you try to figure out who's matching up with who. But I do really highly recommend watching it if you have time and inclination to do so. So, anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.